Hey you! Yes, you! Are you tired of looking at your PS2 and be like, I don't have a controller for this, how do I play Sly? Well, look no further! Go to PS Store and buy yourself the game, because it's in discount for some reason. Buy it and you get a free donut.
Donut.
Or just get the PS4 and wait for a trilogy. That's what I'm doing.
Got him!
How's it going, Sly Cooper family? Mulatosly here, and people, today we are here for a collab video. Me and VTNVIVI were working on this video for quite a while now, and I did a video similar to this one a few days ago where I discussed the 8 characters you kind of forgot in the series, and even in that video I forgot a character that you encounter in John Bison's level, which is the Moose. He's so forgettable that even I forgot about him, so shout out to Breeze for letting me know that. And this video is 5 characters you don't know in the series, so I will not go that deep into that, let's just wait into the video itself. But just before we start, this has no order in particular, and one honorable mention I would like to include here that didn't make it to the list is Jean King. Now, why Jean King? Because you know the character, but at the same time you don't know that much about her, you just know that she's Panda King's daughter. But yeah, with this all out of the way, let's just kick it off into the video itself.
Mama told me one day I'ma grow up big and I'ma be a king, and my papa told me it's okay to say where shit hurts, don't forget your dreams cause they'll get you through this.
How's it going, everyone? It's me, Vivi, and you've probably heard of me before, or maybe not, but I'd like to say thank you to Mulatto for featuring me in this video. So let's talk about Giovanni. Episode 1, Opera of Fear from Sly Cooper 3. Giovanni, he's mentioned very briefly during a phone conversation with Octavio on that Ferris wheel. Now, Giovanni was not physically in-game, but maybe he was shown during a pre-rendered cutscene, the 2D version. That's probably him. We don't see his face, but that could be Giovanni. Now, Octavio was the baddie of Venice, but there was someone else who was involved behind the scenes, and that was Giovanni. He was part of this mob. Well, actually, Giovanni was part of this group of fans of Octavio, so they decided to start this mobster business. And these fans, apparently they were still fans of opera, well, Octavio believed. We're not too sure why Giovanni and his gang chose Octavio, maybe because of his money, and eventually he rose to the top as the Don rank, hence the name Don Octavio. And the Don in such gang is known as the criminal mastermind, the one who organizes everything. And with the help of Giovanni, his sidekick pretty much, they started pumping tar to sink the buildings at Venice. Now, it was perhaps Giovanni's idea to have a Ferris wheel act as a pump, seeing as how these two were communicating during that scene. So, looking at this scene, who really is the mastermind? Did Giovanni come up with the idea of the tar, or was it really Octavio? And has the team disbanded since Octavio ended up in jail? Or here's another thing. Could Giovanni had grown a grudge eventually against Octavio, you know, because he was jealous suddenly being part of the team and ordering everyone around, but that was Giovanni's idea. But then later he realized that wasn't such a good idea. Now, where is Giovanni? We have absolutely no clue. All we know right now is that Don Octavio was sentenced to jail for 30 years, where he performed opera ironically right in front of his old fan base.
Now, this character, some of you guys already know, and he's James Barclay. Now, this guy apparently is the boss of Interpol, and there's only one scenario where he's introduced, and he's not even introduced, he's just shown, and it's at the ending of Sly 2 Band of Thieves. Carmelita arrests Sly, cleans her name, and gets a promotion. Now, there's just Barclay there standing and congratulations Carmelita, but there is actually another point that this character is shown, and is in the comics, Sly Cooper issue number 1. However, guys, this character doesn't have any single line, not even in the comics and not in this cutscene. No freaking words, nothing about this character. So this was Barclay. And yeah, by the way, did you guys know that he actually retired? And how do I know this? Well, it is stated in the last cutscene of Sly 3 Honor Among Thieves, which is the bonus, the chocolate heist is basically that bonus. Wit Corp. Wow. Now this is another Interpol agent slash detective slash secretary with an Interpol. However, guys, compared to Barclay, Barclay gets at least some screen time in the games. Wit Corp, however, doesn't get any love. Now you ask me, how do you know about this guy if he's never shown in the free 4 games in this case? Well, he actually appears in issue number 2 of Sly Cooper, the comics, and this guy actually has a few lines there. Now, according to these lines, Wit Corp is in love with Carmelita, we can say. He has a crush on her, but Carmelita doesn't really care about this guy, really. Just like, yeah, give me some coffee, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Wit Corp. Sad Wit Corp. Never get mentioned any single time. Not even once.
Alright, here's another name which you've probably forgotten. Cantankerous Tim. Although you've forgotten the name, I would say that the pirate costume, well actually his costume, is one of the memorable things from Sly 3. Episode 5, Dead Man Tell No Tales. The team goes on to a mission to try and help Dimitri find his granddad's stolen diving gear. Sly tries to talk to Cantankerous's friend, Black Spot Pete. These two went on an adventure together to steal Dimitri's granddad's prized diving gear. Well, that was one of their treasures. Sly was trying to talk, but this pirate wouldn't communicate since Sly was an outsider. So, Bentley mentions Cantankerous Tim. He explains to Sly that his lieutenants mutinied him and that all of them went away with a piece of his outfit. The eye patch, the peg leg, and the hat. So once Sly dressed up as Tim, Pete, who was always drunk, drinking his sorrows away, easily believed that he was talking to Tim. Since he believed so much in Tim, who used to be his best friends, they went on adventures together, he told Sly that the treasure was hidden on Dagger Island. The diving gear I'm talking about. But both his ship and map were taken by Olaf Wee. Now, Cantankerous Tim, he was mutinied, and mutiny means that all of your lieutenants, people who used to work for you, rose in rebellion. They cast you aside. But the way Pete was talking, it's as if he thought he was still alive, and he might still be alive, but it's believed that Tim is dead. Mutiny doesn't mean killing off a character, it just means going against your leader. Who knows, maybe that led him to his death eventually, and since Pete was so drunk, he couldn't tell the difference. I mean, was Cantankerous Tim a bird, a dog? Sly's a raccoon. Was Tim a raccoon? Is that why he easily believed Sly? Or it's probably due to his glasses. Who knows what he sees with those glasses? But anyways, that's it for my part. Thank you for listening.
Last, another character you don't know in the series is actually another character from the comics. Did you guys know about this comics? Wow, I'm not gonna lie, this comics, I wish we had more comics because I realized something. Sly 1 ended, comic number 1, Sly 2, then comic number 2, then Sly 3, and then there's no comic number 3 leading to Sly 4. So yeah, I wish we had more comics. But now, this character is called Pierre Payet.
Dimitri Payet for West Ham United.
Pierre. Oh, Pierre. Yeah, Pierre. This pink guy, which is a thief, and he's actually working on the stage. And I'm not gonna spoil the story of the comic, pretty much. But if you wanna watch that, make sure you click the link in the description. I know that the title says 5 characters and I got Gene King as an honorable mention, but there is one name that is left in my personal book. That one is Brian Noggin. Now this name, I'm not even saying character, this name was from Sly Cooper Thieves in Time, good old Sanzaro games, and there is this weird thing on the board, on the Paradox level in Paris, the last level, clockwork something with time travel, and then there's this name, Brian Noggin, and I'm like, who's Brian Noggin? Yeah, that's pretty much it what I got for this character, guys. I'm not lying. I will not discuss as much on this name because just discussing and speculating this name will be a whole video of itself, but I will leave it at that pretty much. Now, I would like to say huge shout out to VTNVIVI for being here in this video with me. Make sure you go to his channel and give him a hi for me. By the way, he will upload a video as well, so if you want, link for that video is in the description. And with this out of the way, I'm mulatosly, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye bye.
Work so fucking much, my greatest fear is I'ma die alone. Every diamond in my chain, yeah, that's a milestone. I'm loving it. Calling me, asking me for money, man. The only thing I'ma give you motherfuckers is a dial tone. Flashbacks of a youngin' sipping that purple Kool-Aid, skipping school with my homies and chief and reefer for 2 days. Running from the law, living how I'm living, fuck 'em all. Bumping